Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you all for being here. Um, don't forget on Sunday, October the 20th on this year at at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be hosting the Fall Centerpiece Competition. Uh, you have to do a centerpiece. It has to be either fall theme, Halloween theme, Thanksgiving theme, or a Christmas theme. Here are a few examples of what I'm speaking of. Please think about joining the centerpiece theme. Is not a tablescape. You do not have to have your whole table decorated with plates and chargers and wine glasses. Just a centerpiece. Something like this. Anything that your heart desire. It can be a Christmas theme. Sometimes when they're less complicated, the more beautiful they come out. Uh, stretch yourself. Thank you guys for it can be this would be something like a Thanksgiving. This could be either fall or Thanksgiving. Come out and make a centerpiece with me. And also, there is a cash prize. Uh, there's a prize pot. The cash prize is $150 right now, with a pledge of another $25, which would be $175 right now. So come out and join me and let's create together. So let me see who all I have in here. I thank you guys for coming. Grand Rising. Oh, I see some familiar people. I see Z Sarah, Grand Rising. I got, oh, oh, I hate to hear that. I hope you feel better. Um, Take care of yourself. Don't put your earbuds on too loud because you definitely want to hear when they call your name. I don't know how it is over there, but you don't want to miss them calling your name when you're in the hospital. Uh, I hope you feel better, Z Sarah. Grand Rising, View is a View. Red Wings, Grand Rising. Listen, you can you say good morning and not complain at the same time? I don't know. That's weird. I'm just kidding. Okay, I am tired of. I'ma hit Sandy Point and fall asleep. Okay, I don't even know what that means, Red Wings. But you're not talking to me. You're talking to a views of you. Southern Nobleman. Good morning to you as well, Liz. Good morning. Okay, Auntie Donna. Auntie Donna, how are you? It is good to see you. Let me see what Z Sarah. Good morning, everyone. Having problems with my keyboard on the phone and it doesn't want to work on YouTube app for some reason. So I can't greet individually. Don't you hate that? I hate talking to my phone anyway. I just really cannot stand being in the chat while I'm on my phone. I guess some people have it down to a gnat, but I can't highlight the names and all that. And yeah, I had to type the names out all the way and all that. No, I don't like it. My texting on my phone is a hit or miss. Oh, okay. Good morning, TC, HBC, HBCU, Queen, Grand Rising to you. Okay, so that's uh, that's who I see at Truth and Reason. Grand Rising to you. Okay, so let's get started. I have no poll. Kind to me, it is good to see you. I have no poll, so if you hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. So let me see. Good morning, my very Carrie. It is good to see you, very Carrie. I miss your live, the lyrics, finished the lyrics the other day. I don't know. Oh, I think I wasn't feeling well that day. I can't remember, but I hate that I missed your finished the lyrics. What's the name of it? I finished the lyrics. So very Carrie, if you guys are not sub to very Carrie, uh, please go over there and check her out. Oh, you changed the date. No, 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 no. Didn't you just have one? Good morning, Mike Lewis. Madison W., good morning to you as well. Grand Rising. I thought you just had one a couple of days ago. She's probably busy. She can't type a lot in the morning. So I go over to Very Carey's channel. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't motivated to come on here. I came on the other day talking a bit about it. Okay, that's what it was. Thank you, Very Carey. I hear someone else might have taking on my project. You know, I would not be surprised. Grand Rising, Sheila E. Quiet Storm. Grand Rising, Miss 313. I will start coming live often though. Okay, so the beef sector, the beef sector, the beef sector. I am him. Grand Rising to you. Thank you for coming over. Um, yeah, the beef sector is absolutely something. So, I really don't have a lot to say this morning. If you guys haven't been over to, if you guys haven't been over to Rita's running shit, she's dragging a motherfucker all up and down the YouTube street. So you may find that interesting. Um, Let me see. Hmm. I'm just unimpressed. It's just um, a whole lot of fake bitches on here. A whole lot of um, it's just I listen. I'm kind of at a loss of words today. Um, a whole lot of people. Listen. Um, Somebody may be able to get up here and help me this morning because you know quite over uh, grown people at this day and age. NYW, good morning. With all this going on, the shit that I have been hearing talked about, and nobody can take a breath. I just, it's just baffling to me. I understand that this is an uh, entertainment application, but hmm. Okay. So, do you guys know what happened? Do you guys know what happened with the storm? I'm just waking up, so I haven't caught up if the storm has passed through Florida or is it still on its way or what's going on. Yes, my stomach is, I say about 85% good, but I am scared to eat anything besides yogurt and I'm like, oh, I hope the probiotics in the yogurt don't stimulate anything. Good morning, Gene Hulk. How are you? Oh, it's still on its way. Okay, thank you, Sheila E. This is going to be interesting. Only 2 weeks after that other storm that they have, they did so much destruction. And personally, thank you for becoming a new member, NYW. I definitely appreciate your support. Okay. I wish I could help the new angle for their storyline doesn't interest me. I can't understand what they are saying. All of that yelling, spitting, no shade. Yelling, speaking of spitting, uh, speaking or spitting, Reed appears to be back and she's going in at black men are always understated. She's going in at King Roman News for some reason. It's just uh, on her um, on her clothing page. So it's just stuff is kind of like really all over the place right now. And good morning, Cruiser. Thank you for being here. And yeah, so I am seeing a lot of things that hmm, a lot of things. So, and a lot of things that I have no interest in, and it's not worth talking about. I I turned on that Lemons channel. It was just, but what? I didn't understand anything, and none of it interests me. None of this Shakeen thing interests me. Um, at a point in my life where I'm worried about uh, the government actually turning into a dictatorship, I cannot be worried about where Shakimi is putting his peen and who he's faking and who's calling his sisters and all of this type of stuff. It's like I'm just amazed at how far we have fallen as a people and even the care of our own safety and selves, that this is what a large majority of people find to be so enamoring, and so important to speak about. People who have a voice to say something say absolutely nothing. Have absolutely nothing to say. You have no encouraging words for you to, hey, let's do a voting challenge. Let's do this type of challenge. Don't care, don't know nothing about the perils of what's going on around them. I may sound extra hyperbolic, but please, it just takes a minute to try to understand what is going on in the world around you. Hey, Voodoo, uh, and it's chilling. It's really chilling. Twilight Kitty, okay, you're back. Ronnie Q, um, how will one man Trump turn the government into a dictatorship? This should be a rich. This should be Rich, the Congress and the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has said that no one can question anything that the president does as long as he says it's a presidential act. The president has already said it would be good to be a dictator. Project 2025 has already set up a guise where which the president can eliminate all of the Constitution and put the states into a, uh, I think, a 3 or 6 months hold so they can reinvent and fire people. That's how. See. The fact that I even have to tell you these things is what's riveting. That's the sad part, that I even have to tell you what has already been uh, done by the Supreme Court, and a man who has absolutely no policy, uh, and who is leaning on the people. I think it was how many people? Oh God, I forget how many people from his former administration who actually crafted Project 2025. Why do you think an idiot has no ideas about, no suggestions about what he would do? Absolutely none, because he already has the roadmap. So why would I bother? And I know it's not popular, so I'm gonna act like I don't even know what's in it, even though most of the people who constructed it were in my former administration. That's why. Okay. Good morning, Queen Diva. Good morning, TH. Who else? So, if you guys want to come up and converse about anything, anything at all, you're more than welcome to hit the link. Um, let me see. Let me pin my link. Okay. Okay, my link is pinned. Okay. So now, I don't know if Reed is all the way back, but I saw. Thank you, Queen Diva. I saw a couple of community wall posts, and it seems like her and QB, uh, she's trying to fight with King Roman, but it seems like her and QB have a fight that is standing. This is a community wall post that QB put up, and I wasn't sure who that was at first, and then I was like, oh, she's back. Beef sector, beware. Do not feed.
Hey, Ronnie Q, you're muted.
Oh, what did you hear?
I didn't hear any. I just heard somebody's back because of some medicine pills. That's all I heard.
Oh, so you saw me. Okay, how you doing, Pam?
Good morning. Good morning. I haven't had coffee and I did get 4 hours of sleep, but I'm ready. I'm not going to be up here, y'all. Don't mean to turn off the channel. I'm just going to be up here for a minute. She said, anybody come up here and say something, I'm going to say something. Okay. Miss Ronnie Q, I know you're talking about the medicine pills. Do you want me to wait? I just wanted to say something
No,
about 2 minutes.
no,
Okay.
no. Say
Well,
what you need to say.
you were asking about the hurricane thing, so I've been checking out, the news and stuff like that. This is going to be very, very serious. When the first thing occurred, the Helena, that thing was awesome, and because it just took everybody by surprise, and people are still recuperating from that. They're still trying to take away all of the debris and everything. So, just under normal circumstances, now they have to prepare for this Hurricane Milton, and I find it very ironic that the name is Milton, but that's not
I did too.
that's
I really did.
yeah, but because they had Hurricane Milton down there a long time ago. Okay, shout out to not shout out to Dubby, but the thing now that they have to do, if they don't get rid of the stuff that they already had from the Helena, it's going to push more of that up into the ocean and into the city. I mean, into the state. It's going to make it even worse. So they were trying to work on 24-hour trash removal for that. So now they have to prepare for this Hurricane Milton, which I'm not even happy about this whole thing because this is really, really serious because they're saying I don't understand the whole how they categorize the whole thing, but it just say A, B, C, and D. Okay, so already they had categorized the people that live in the areas with A. They need to go. You need to leave immediately. That's ground zero. And then B, okay, yep, you need to go too. And then C, they're like, okay, we suggest you all to go. That's normal circumstances. Now they're telling people that are in D, you need to go too. It's going to be so devastating with
One
this.
through
So if
five. They
yeah, one
categorize.
through 5.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
if they don't get that stuff that they already taken care of, I mean, that already occurred with the Helena or whatever her name was, this is going to add more on top of it. So people are still trying to bunker down. Now, there's this one guy, and this is the only reason why I was really honing in on this. He's on a little boat. And he's lodged up against the little bridge or something like that, and he's thinking he's just going to sit there and get through this whole
Mm-mm.
thing like he did the last one. people are raising money. He got a GoFund account. They raised at least over $7,000 to get him to go at least to a hotel higher up or something. He is like, no, I'm staying. So this is the thing that I want to know. If somebody needs to go take that man out of that damn boat, because so if something happens, you're going to risk the first alert workers to go get his ass. See, this is the thing that I don't understand. Something is wrong with him.
But
You know,
see, the
they
thing
go ahead.
the thing about it is in those cases that people stay, no, they do not go out and risk their lives to save them. uh you may have like some individuals who got, no, there is a time where nobody is going out because it's dangerous to them to go out. It's too dangerous to them to go out. So once they get a okay about certain measures, then they start going out, and it's basically a search and rescue. Go through the houses, see if there's people that need to be rescued, or people that need to be collected out of the streets and houses and things like that. No, see, that's the thing. It's not like, oh my God, now it's too much. Hey, can somebody come help me? No, it doesn't work like that. So these people who decide to stay, they tell you, there won't be anybody out, during the biggest brunt of the storm. So leave now.
Okay, that's good. Cause I've never been in that type of situation like that. I have experienced a major flood that flooded the whole city and everything, but a hurricane on that level I have never. Now on the East Coast, when we have hurricanes all from in Florida that come all the way up, we get a lot of water and a lot of rain, and that causes a lot of flooding. So there's a little bit of stuff that can occur on the East Coast, but yeah, there's this. It's going to be really, really sad, and I just hope people heed the message. There are people that are saying, "No, I'm leaving. I'm not leaving because I don't want to leave what I have. This is all I have," and that is so sad. But your life is what you have. Those are just things, you know.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
I definitely agree with you. It's unfortunate. And it's they act like people. A lot of people have the means where, oh, it's hurricane time. Oh, well, let me get my money out of the bank. A lot of people don't have anywhere to go. Where's people like Dragons gonna go? Oh, while people in the beef sector are, send me a cash out, send me a cash out. Do these people have any consciousness about? Does she have any consciousness? I mean, it's just like, where are these people going to go who have to evacuate? I'm not saying that everybody don't have an escape plan, but the way that the United States is set up right now. What about all these homeless people who are out there who already don't have nowhere to go? I mean,
Mhm.
it's it's jarring. And let's not forget that the governor, what's his name? I see his face. Oh God, of
Montrose or
Florida,
something. Um.
DeSanchez,
Yeah.
did made it illegal for them to put global warming or climate change in any official documents in Florida, and you are bearing the brunt of the actual global warming and climate change that you did not want to even talk about, even have in any governmental papers, all the way up to these Republicans in South Carolina and Tennessee. All of this flooding that they're getting from what? Global warming. The I can't remember. I didn't mark it. They were talking about the ice caps have melted so much in this last year, more than 25 years. This year alone, there has been more ice caps that have melted in the past 25 years. And let's not talk about the water crisis problem. That is only getting worse, where we won't even have any clean water due to this. You think, well, the water is melting. We have no, we're there's a worldwide water shortage. I
Shortage.
talked about
Mhm.
that. I think I talked
Mhm.
about that year before last, and
Yeah, you
it
did.
has only gotten worse. So you know, It's
What's the saying that the elders used to say? This is the something times. This
the
is
last
the
time.
yeah,
The
man.
last
Oh,
yes.
right. I was always afraid whenever the elders would get together and start saying that because it's like, oh my God. I don't know if you remember the Farmer's Almanac. A lot of
I
people
have
still use
I
that.
have one right now. I have my
Oh.
grandmother's it's a little red almanac, tells you
Mm-hmm.
when to plant this, that, and the other. I have kept uh her almanac. Yes, I
Mm-hmm.
remember that. But go ahead, I interrupted you.
Well, no, I just babble and throwing stuff out because these are, when I have a little senior moment when I think about things that like this nature when I was growing up, I was always fearful because as a child you never know, and now I've experienced and seen hurricanes and earthquakes and all that type of thing. So and it's nature, it's nothing that you can change. um and they would always relate all of that to things that this is God's way, and this is the repercussion, and then this is what you need to do. And so I don't know. I just had a little senior church moment with my
And
grandparents.
right, and I was around the house and I heard something on the TV, and then I said, "Did they say they had a 5 point something earthquake in New York?" And then my husband was
Yes,
like, "Yeah, you know,
yes.
yeah, all of these strange earthquakes in places that you've never had
Mhm.
earthquakes in before. It's just a lot going on. It is a
Mhm.
whole lot going on, and then you sit and you listen to these people just yelling and screaming and frothing at the mouth about absolute bullshit.
Nothing. Not one
Absolute
thing.
bullshit.
You have to put things
Uh,
into perspective. You really have to put things into perspective and put your life into perspective. And getting on here on the YouTube for 9 hours a day talking about bull crap, and it's just nothing. I mean, and anyway, I do have to go, but I'm gonna come back because I got to go do my civic duty, and I got to get my people organized and everything. But I will come back. I got my what is it, iPod, earpods, or whatever it's
iPod,
called.
earpods,
Yeah, but I'll be back.
TC.
Hey, TC. Hey.
Hey, hey,
Okay, good.
good morning, ladies. Hey, what's up,
All
a
right.
view? Hey, what's Monica?
Hey. All right.
Hey,
See
hey,
you. I'll be
TC.
back.
All right, thank you for coming
Be
up
safe.
here.
Be
Hey,
safe, Monica.
TC, what's going
Hey,
on?
hey, Ronnie Q. Good morning. Good morning to your chat. I was just coming up because something that you all were talking about, like the different things that are happening, and especially increased hurricanes and things of that nature. So what I wanted to also say was for folks to please be mindful. Car accidents are on the rise as well. All right, be very very careful, because yeah, that those these are some of we can tell with the weather, with the whole all of the planetary, the universal things that are happening. When you study all of that, you know that all of those things are basically on the rise and ongoing, especially when we have increased tornadoes and hurricanes. And these are not just increased tornadoes and hurricanes. I think we've always had tornadoes and hurricanes, but where they are, like we in Pennsylvania are having tornadoes constantly. Like, I want to say they're little tornadoes, but what's a little tornado? But it's not a big tornado because it doesn't get televised. But they, every now and then we see them. Afterwards you'll hear the meteorologists and all the scientists talk about it afterwards. They're like, oh, there was a little so and so and so, and it was
Yeah,
and things of that
yeah,
nature.
yeah, yeah. I
We
know.
even had an earthquake. I think it was in July, was it y'all? Or what? It was May
Well,
or June.
last week they had one in New York City. So you have a lot of unheard of things, and you got people running around here willy nilly, like they don't understand anything, and they don't understand. It doesn't matter if you vote. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter if you vote because you get people up here who do not want to address the problems that are really facing this whole entire world as a whole, and talking about not needing any not wanting to be a part of the G set, the G8, and not wanting to work to get these solutions. See, because this is not a just American problem. This is a worldwide
There
problem,
you go.
uh, and they want to work with dictators as in try to get money, and as opposed to actually solving this crisis.
Hmm.
So it's not like, oh, it's just us. No, this is at this point, this is worldwide. I like I said, I think it was 2 years ago. It was in my first year that I did that whole big thing on how perilous we are as far as fresh water. So it hasn't gotten any better.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as a matter of fact, yeah, yeah, Miss T, exactly. Miss T Velocity said she didn't know.
Hey, T
Um,
Velocity.
hey, 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 Sheila. I see Miss T Velocity. I see all the Bear Carey, Gene Holt. I was just wanting to say that of you is in these also, if I'm not mistaken, the longshoremen were supposed to be going on strike. Remember that whole situation, and people were, of course, they still are taking, getting water and things of that nature. Here's the deal. One of the things. The longshoremen, that whole debacle. The West Coast longshoremen, the coast, the ports are pretty much up to date in terms of technology, etc. Now, unfortunately, on the East Coast, we still have a lot of bureaucracy because we have unions. Okay,
Well, we
so
should have unions, and
and
as we
and
should have.
and that's the whole thing, Ronnie Q. Boy, the unions and the establishment are fighting as to who is going to take ownership and things of that nature. So, right, of course they extended, with the strike and things of that nature, but the day after, I guarantee you, election day, whoever inherits this situation better work quickly, or else we could be in a debacle. So just keep your eye on it, especially East Coast,
Good morning,
especially.
T. Danielle. Good morning, Leo. So I think that no, they have until January 15th to go back to the table and agree to a contract. They were asking for a 78% raise, which they probably obviously deserve. Um, that would be making their pay range at $130,000. But when you think about if they are not working, what won't be processed into this country because we import everything into this country. They were already talking about people, Costco and these big
Mhm.
box stores were already out of toilet paper just on the thought of them striking.
Right.
Now, so you think about what during the COVID time when they couldn't get things shipped into stores and to people, and people want to talk about inflation. All
Hmm.
that type of stuff. So
Hmm.
let's be real clear that they wanted to give them a $4 an hour raise. Uh,
Lord Jesus.
Also, they had not had a raise in the past 6 years. This is what their
Exactly.
last contract
Exactly.
entailed. Them not having a year, a raise in 6 years. So then they said, okay, we'll give you $4 an hour. Do you know what they have tentatively agreed to give them a raise from $38 to I forget. I think it's $68 an hour, or 68 or $72 an hour. So for them saying we'll give you $4 and then tentatively give you agree to give you up to $70 an hour, it shows you that they had the money to give, but
They
they
have it.
weren't giving it to the
Absolutely.
people. But they weren't giving it to the people who actually make this country work. And in
There you go.
so many ways, that is what all of this, we're going to give tax cuts to the rich, and you guys should work harder, and we're going to put more
Mm-mm.
stipulations on you to receive any government handouts, but they don't call it handouts when they are, having these big corporations pay no freaking taxes. Do you know what your tax dollars go to? All the roads, the bridges, and everything that big business use but don't pay for. So it's supposed to come pay. Everything's supposed to be paid out of the working man's taxes, which why the working man taxes are so they pay so much more of their earned income in to actual taxes. And you know why these bridges and waterways are so dilapidated, bridges are falling down and all this type of stuff. There in the United States, there are more bridges that really should not be used, that are really in disrepair, than there are ones that are fully functioning and ready to go. So all of this work has not been being done because they don't have the tax dollars, because they want to allow an individual to have all the money. So it's like, I mean, this is some real shit going on out here.
And as you profoundly said, they have until what was January 15 or January to mid January to get back to the table. Guess what? I know after November, and we get a whole new administration, regardless of who it is. I would say those that are, that have contracts, those that are, of course, in their line of craft or in their line of work, those that have trucking companies, and those that are longshoremen, adjacents. Please just start saving and putting back, and doing the things that you need to do for you and your family. Don't wait till January to see what they're going to do. Go ahead and start doing things for yourself, regardless of who gets into office. And that's what I have to say.
And Mike Lewis, they thank you, TC. Now, Mike Lewis, they love these right to work states where nobody's in a union and you can get fired for absolutely anything.
No reason, right? That. Now, see, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Now, that's one of those right to work states. I'm in one of them, and I'm constantly getting on my state elected officials on, like, what are y'all doing? Like, rent control, affordable housing. There's certain things that are in, are on different level of government, and we have to keep them in line as well, because it's just really hard when you're a regular everyday person trying to keep abreast of all of this. At the same time, you have your own things to do, et cetera, et cetera. That's why it's important, like, to have these conversations. Thank you so much, Ronnie Q, and others I've seen, who've had them have these conversations all the time. Thank you for having them,
I
and
don't know where I don't
continue.
know where these people are. They're not in the
Well, no,
beef section.
no. There's some that have had these, like, conversations like you, Ronnie. They few and far between, but many I've had conversation. Many people I've had conversations with, and I have learned from. And I just must say that, the Sheila E's, the T Velocities. I have talked, and I've heard things happen. Leo, the line that she's had on in hers. So there are very some that have some
Okay.
really good and very carry, have the conversations for real, like putting it down. None of these, pussyfooting, I like so and so, because no, we're not talking about, like, we're talking about, like, let's get down to the grit of it, and let's and do something other than
Uh,
this, other
yeah.
than other than the foolala. That's what I mean.
Good morning, Really BTV. Thank you for being here.
Hey,
Um, Baron K. Baron, thank you for being here. Okay,
but
so
anyway, thank you
Soul
so much.
Sister number one. All right, thank you for coming up,
All right.
TC.
And I really be
Brown
good
sugar.
morning, sister. How you doing? All right, thank you. Everybody have a blessed Wednesday.
You
Peace.
as well. Okay, so I think let me share something with you guys, and I think that this is one of the reasons what um I really find disturbing. So We understand. If you've been, I understand. I put it on the onus on me. I understand that uh, pretty much this election will be decided by some type of uh, legal action or court. And thing about it is, let me put my banner up first because I want to play something for you. Okay, I'm using this clip as a uh, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Acts for news reporting. That's why I'm using this. So I don't know if you guys uh, are up on the fact that this J.D. Vance character who's running for vice president, he also wrote the forward for the 2025 agenda. Yeah, and now they're acting like they don't know what it means. But he has actually wrote the forward for this. It's also quite disturbing that he is in line with this dude who says that we as Americans need to get more comfortable with dictators and a dictatorship. Okay, so now people want to pretend like they can't see why people are saying this. When you heard Trump said that he would like to be a dictator for one day. If you're the dictator for one day, you can be the dictator forever. We're acting like we did not hear Donald Trump go to the Christian coalition and tell them, just vote. If you just vote this one time, you're not going to have to vote anymore. We're going to take care of it and we're going to get rid of all the problems. Just vote this one time and you won't have to vote ever again. So we're going to act like we haven't said, but maybe a lot of us have not heard this. But this is what is being said. This is the discourse with all the things that we got going on. This is the discourse that they have stated, but they trying to act like you're crazy because you talk about it and you call them on it. Okay. Let me play this. Let me play this right quick. One second. Okay, here we go.
But what they need to wake up to is the fact that J.D. Vance says not only do conservatives need to, in his words, wake up, but what they need to wake up to is the fact that most of American life and culture should be, in his words, ripped out like a tumor. Those are
whipped out. Your most of your lifestyle that you know it to be needs to be ripped out like a tumor. How is a tumor ripped out? Just snatch it out. Don't give no pain medication. Don't do no delicate surgery. Don't give no aftercare. Just rip out everything that you know about your life like a tumor. Okay, let's go.
again, his words, not mine. Watch.
Our leaders right now are so corrupt and so vile that if you assimilate into their culture, you're assimilating into like garbage liberal elite culture. You're not assimilating into traditional American culture. And so this is a tough pickle for me. I don't even know what the right answer is here because you can't just teach these things. You can't teach that we live in a great country if the leaders are actively aligned against it. So almost.
Okay, you can't teach these things. You can't teach that we live in a great country because our leaders are aligned against it because they are not of our same politics. So who we gonna blame this on? Who we gonna blame this on? We're not gonna blame it on the person whose mouth is coming out of. Okay, let's go.
The thing that you need to do, step one in the process, is to totally replace, like rip out like a tumor, the current American leadership class. And then,
okay, so totally replace, rip it out like a tumor, the American leading class. So what is that? What is it when a country goes in and totally rips out the ruling class? That's a dictatorship. Let's continue.
Reinstall some sense of American, political religion.
Reinstall. Take what you know out as the governing system and reinstall it with some type of with religious system in it too. So we are not what they say, we are not Hezbollah, we are not ISIS, we don't have all these. Isn't that why America was founded? So you can have religious freedoms, but he wants to install something, a leading government that includes some religion factor. Hold on, let me go back just as here.
The current American leadership class, and then reinstall some sense of American, political religion.
We need to rip it out like.
What the fuck is a political religion? He said a political religion. See, this is the dude who is in the forward of the 2025 thing, and they are running absolutely very close to Harris. Let's be real clear. And all of a sudden, Trump don't know anything about it. But what policy has he campaigned on? What policy? Tell me anything. He doesn't have to, because it's already cooked in the books. Okay, let's continue.
A tumor, and then install political religion. The man who is interviewing J.D. Vance here gets very excited about this idea, and it leads, this is important here, it leads J.D. Vance to explain sort of influences on his thought, where he gets his ideas on subjects like this.
You said something that I would like to zero down on. How do we effectively, quote, rip out the disgusting leadership class?
Oh, man. I mean,
because let me expand on that just a second, because and
Okay.
I'm going to give you a little cover here, because
so all this oh man, you know exactly where you got it from. And see, you're hesitant to say exactly where you got it from, because you like, oh man. Okay, so let's quit stalling, bitch.
it's not just, obviously elections, that's one thing. Okay. But unfortunately, this evil leadership class has already taken over all of our institutions. Current pipeline is to turn them into those people that we just called evil.
This evil ruling class has already taken over. So we have nothing. We have no other way. Voting is not going to solve it. We have no other way. It's already taken over.
Evil and disgusting. How do we, aside from elections, how do we rip out this leadership class? So these institutions are corrupted and rotted to the core. This elite ideology is everywhere and in all the things. What other options do we have besides voting them out, which we're seeing is ineffectual?
Yeah. So again, this is like a tough question, but this is maybe the question that confronts us right now.
Okay, is it voting them out ineffectual? In fact, because we are not voting enough of you people with your ideas in. So now all of a sudden the voting is ineffectual because you guys are talking this dumb shit and you're losing elections. So voting them out is not effective. So what now can we do since we can't vote them out? Okay, let's see.
There's this guy, Curtis Yarvin, who's written about some of these things.
Curtis Yarvin. Remember this name. What has Curtis Yarvin written about? What is the candidate for the vice president telling you about his beliefs about elections being ineffective and the ideas of America needs to be ripped out and reinstalled with some type of government with religious component to it. Okay, so what is it? What is it? North Korea? Is this some type of North Korea shit? Okay, let's continue.
Knowing chuckle there. There's this guy, Curtis Yarvin, who's written about some of these things. This is Curtis Yarvin, who J.D. Vance is citing here as he is talking about the need to, seize the universities, use the government to destroy businesses who aren't right wing, talking about needing to rip out the American system like a tumor. Here's the guy he is citing.
Okay, so she left that. She left the clip out where he says, look at all of these universities. They are in all the best parts of the cities. And you can take those universities over and make them businesses. For who? For who? It ain't going to be for the mom and pop shop. So he is actually saying that, okay, you heard what I said.
As his sort of the source of his thinking on these matters.
So I introduced this very complicated problem to a simple 4-letter acronym, which is RAGE. And RAGE stands for Retire All Government Employees.
RAGE, retire all government employees. So he thinks that this is what you should do. Retire all government employees. So that means congressmen, senators, everybody. Retire them all. So let's continue.
Very, very simple. Now, the problem with this is, why have you never heard this before? Why has no one ever suggested, let's just get rid of this thing? You have government in Washington. You're either for it or against it. What is government? A government is just a corporation which owns the country. Nothing more, nothing less.
What is government? Government is just simply a corporation for the country. Nothing more, nothing less. So, okay, that's all government is. It's a corporation. Okay, so you can do what you want to with a corporation, right?
It so happens that our sovereign corporation is very poorly managed, and there's a very simple way to replace that, which is what we do to all corporations that have failed. We simply delete them. We haven't been able to do that with our government for 2 years.
Okay, when a corporation fails, we do what we do with all corporations. We simply delete them. So he's saying that the government is failing, so you simply delete it. Okay, let's go.
So it's gotten a little bit stale.
We should delete the U.S. government because it's stale. It has been around for too long. We haven't been able to do that, meaning delete our government for 200 years, so it's gotten a bit stale. It's been around too long. So what would that entail? Deleting the U.S. government?
The other thing about getting rid of your government is you can't just say, well, the limits of the government are the limits of the formal government. You have to say, well, what is the system actually? And it includes a lot of things that are called NGOs, things that are called universities, things that are funded by the state. It's a very, very large system, and it all needs to be destroyed. Fortunately,
he said it's a very, very large system, and it all needs to be destroyed. It includes universities. The dumbing down of the American school system, it has really reached the boiling point where we don't want to teach how the actual government works in school. Nobody knows how any of this works, and so we have now reached a population of ignorant motherfuckers running around here talking about voting don't matter. They already have the people who they are going to stick into these elected positions already. So, yeah, so that was part one. 20 or 30 years of dumbing down the American students and having them not being able to compete unless they are of rich parenting who can actually go to a good school. So why do you think the wealth gap has grown so far? Why do you think this? Okay, let's continue. Because they're uneducated. Okay, let's go.
There's a lot of talented Americans who actually know how to run things and make things work and are generalists. And you can just get these people, put them in a position of responsibility, and have them do their thing. And finally, you need a CEO, and a national CEO is what's called a dictator.
Okay, so there's a lot of fine people who are actually smart and know how to run things because we weeded them out by making the average American who used to be able to get a good education and compete. We have weeded them out, and like views of you. I hope you we put black boys at a higher rate into special ed classes and things like that. We made up the fake term crack babies as if there is something that's totally wrong with you. If and it has been proven that there is no such thing as the uh long term disparities that a baby who was born to a crack mother possesses. But they created this term crack baby to put aside a wide waft of let's black children to make them inadequate. So they're imperfect. They have a kink and it cannot be fixed. So what we do have is we have our elite who are able to pay for these schools. So let's just put them in, and and to run this business. Because we have a few. You heard them say we have some. Okay, but they need a CEO. And what is a CEO other than a dictator? So he's trying to make you feel okay. Just look at it this way. We just put these people in place, and we just put the one dictator on top of them. Let me go back a little bit. You may not be able to hear it clearly. She's going to repeat it. Okay.
In a position of responsibility and have them do their thing. And finally, you need a CEO, and a national CEO is what's called a dictator. It's the same thing. There's no difference between a CEO and a dictator. If Americans want to change their government, they're going to have to get over the dictator phobia.
If Americans want to change their government, they're going to have to get over their dictator phobia.
Rick Scott,
okay,
who will be running to be.
Okay, so and this is who your vice president thinks has the idea of how to yank out the tumor, which is actual American voting systems and all of this. So I cannot get beyond that the biggest conversation in this sector of mostly Black women, Black men, not just Black middle class people. The biggest conversation that is had over here is if Dimples got her feelings hurt for tricking on Shaquem. I cannot believe this is the biggest conversation in the beef sector. Okay, so I ain't got nothing for you because this shit is just this shit is crazy. Okay, so the link is pinned. Oh, I have one more link. If nobody wants to come up, I'll play this link until someone comes up. I think. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw this as well. It's just really frightening. Okay, I'm gonna get you in the back. TC?
Hey, Ronnie Q. It's me again.
Okay, hold on. Let me I want to play this first. Okay. Now, you know who Bob Woodward is, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If anybody don't know who Bob Woodward is, he was the one who did the reporting that brought down the Watergate scandal with Richard Nixon. So Bob Woodward has a book coming out about Donald Trump. Is it supposed to come out? I think on the 15th of this month.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what he has to say about what he found in writing his book. So I'm going to put the fair use banner up and remove this comment because, hey, Keena, how are you doing? I'm going to put the fair use banner up and let's talk about what's really going on in our world and with our former president who's trying to get back in office. Okay, fair use for news reporting. Okay, okay. Let me skip this commercial. Uh-oh. Hold on one second. Here we go.
Well, the breaking news of the day went from breaking news to a presidential campaign ad in record time, with the Harris for President campaign setting a new speed record today in converting breaking news into a campaign ad.
I talked to Putin a lot. I got along with him well. And I know Putin so well. I'd like to congratulate Vladimir Putin for having made yet another great deal. Did you see the deal we made?
Talk to him like that?
Oh, no, I had a very good relationship. That's a good thing, not a bad thing. And I'm trying to tell people, no, it's a good thing. When you see Putin and you see all of these people, they're at the top of their game. And I also have a very good relationship, as you know, with President Putin. And I think if we win, I think we're going to get it resolved very quickly.
Okay, so he's standing up there with Zelensky, who we are supposed to be allies with. And he's talking about what a good relationship he has with Putin when Zelensky came over here to visit the other week. So, and Zelensky is over there like, he says something like, you have a good relationship with me too. But I'm your motherfucking ally of the United States. And then he said, oh, we'll see. Watch what he says when Zelensky tried to be like, what about, okay, go ahead.
Very worried. I really think we're going to get it.
I hope we have more good relations.
He said, I thought we have a more good relationship. See, because Putin is not our ally. And we know that Putin has invaded Ukraine. But this is somebody who don't give a damn about an ally. He wants when I get in, everything will be okay. And you can't say what you're going to do to make anything. You're not saying I am going to tell Putin to retreat from your lands. None of this. Okay, let's continue.
More good relations.
We're going to have a whole house. Yeah, but it takes two to tango.
It takes two to tango.
The shocking breaking news of the morning is the biggest October surprise of the 21st century. The term October surprise was first used in presidential campaigning to refer to President Jimmy Carter's failed attempt to rescue him of the election. October of 1980, that the president had tried to rescue the hostages but failed, was regarded by the news media as the October surprise that determined the outcome of the election. Just as a successful release of the hostages, rescue of the hostages by Jimmy Carter probably would have been the October surprise that won Jimmy Carter his reelection. Today's October surprise, revealed this morning by the Washington Post, would have crushed any presidential candidate prior to the Trump era and Donald Trump. The Washington Post reported this morning that Bob Woodward's new book, which will be published next week, titled War, reveals that in the darkest hour of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, when there was no vaccine and when most people in the world, including most people in this country, could not obtain COVID tests, Donald Trump sent priceless COVID tests to Vladimir Putin for Vladimir Putin's personal use. The Washington Post's breaking news headline on this story this morning was Trump secretly sent COVID tests to Putin during 2020 shortage, new book says.
Okay, so he loved him a dictator. So what did he do for the United States for United States citizens that he cares so much about? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, so I want to we also find out in this report that Vladimir Putin was definitely afraid of this COVID virus. So let me go a little bit.
The Post reported, as the coronavirus tore through the world in 2020, and the United States and other countries confronted a shortage of tests designed to detect the illness, President Donald Trump secretly sent coveted tests to Russian President Vladimir Putin for his personal use. Putin, petrified of the virus, accepted the supplies but took pains to prevent political fallout, not for him, but for his American counterpart. He cautioned Trump not to reveal that he had dispatched the scarce medical equipment to Moscow, according to a new book by Washington Post associate editor Bob Woodward. Putin, according to the book, told Trump, I don't want you to tell anybody because people will get mad at you, not me. I don't want you to tell anybody. Donald Trump followed Vladimir Putin's advice and did not tell anyone. But that's exactly the kind of thing that doesn't stay secret forever when Bob Woodward is on the case. Vladimir Putin's intense fear of COVID-19 was on public display throughout the worst of the pandemic, with repeated photographs of Vladimir Putin sitting at the end of a comically long table, sometimes berating Russian generals at the other end of the table for their failures in his war in Ukraine. That, of course, is French President Macron, who was also once at the end of that table.
Okay.
Book is filled.
Okay, so that they say that Kamala Harris is running this is where the polls are. He's only 3 points behind there. That's within the margin of error. If anybody knows, that's just like a neck and neck poll. And this is the person who is running neck and neck with Kamala Harris. Okay, so let's see what she had to say. Hold on. Let's see what she has to say once she found this out.
Hey guys, it's Justine, and I'm so excited. We're here in the studio with the
commercial. We're gonna have to see what she has to say.
For public appearances today on The View.
Donald Trump prefers to run on problems instead of fixing problems. He's not solution oriented. And again, I will invite people, if you really need to know how he thinks, since he doesn't do these kinds of interviews, watch his rallies.
Yeah.
He spends full time engaged in grievance about what has happened to him.
Right.
He spends full time perpetuating lies and misinformation. He spends full time talking about fictional characters, I mean,
name calling, a lot of name
calling and demeaning people, belittling people. But what he does not talk about is you. He does not talk about what you need. He does not talk about what your parents need, what your children's need. That's not what he talks about. He doesn't talk about your child's needs. He talks about his needs. And I think, again, back to the point, in this election, people are...
Is that kind of dictatorish? Then let's continue. Is that kind of dictatorish? Hold on.
Ready for a new generation of leadership that's about fixing problems. Thank you.
Medicare was created in 1965. People often need now in the final years of their lives. It works better than their own. Healthcare systems in the world. I've talked to health ministers from around in the United States, and actually one of the most efficient and admired government healthcare systems in the world. I've talked to health ministers from around the world about this, and they all point to Medicare as the system that they think is the one that works better than their own. Medicare was designed to help people over 65, primarily with hospital bills at first, but Medicare coverage has expanded over the years and decades as the accepted definition of necessary medical treatment has expanded over the years. And today, Kamala Harris announced an expansion of benefits in the Medicare program that she would like to enact to deliver the kind of health care that people often need now in the final years of their lives.
I took care of my mother when she was sick. She was diagnosed with cancer. And so it is a personal experience for me, as well as something I care deeply about. You know, taking care of a parent, you know, that means trying to cook what they want to eat, what they can eat. It means.
Okay, so let's be clear. Let's be real clear. This is a real personal conversation for me because I took care of my mother and her needs, trying to make sure that you have what she is able to eat, that she's want to eat, that she will eat, taking care of her body needs, taking care of her, she wasn't bedridden, but you know, making sure that she is as clean and fresh as she would have herself, making sure her hair is done, making sure her feet is done, all of these things as an individual person that other people won't do for your parent. Let's be real clear. So don't ever let a motherfucking mad motherfucker tell you that Ronnie Q didn't love her mother and her mother didn't love her. Don't let a motherfucker jilted, mad, angry, disgusting motherfucker ever let you believe that Ronnie Q and her mother didn't love each other. Because it has been said out here on the YouTube street, because I wouldn't kiss a nigga's ass. That has been said on the YouTube street. So this is some real personal shit that a whole lot of other motherfuckers don't even do for their own parents. I understood this. So let's be clear.
Picking out clothes for them that this soft enough that it doesn't irritate their skin, right? It means trying to think of something funny to make them laugh or smile. Yeah. And there's so much about that really is.
It's about trying to make them feel human. It's about seeing them in their tears, about their limitations, and trying to make it okay. Okay.
About giving folks dignity. Mm-hmm. And to your point about being in the sandwich generation, there are so many people in our country who are right in the middle. They're taking care of their kids and they're taking care of their aging parents. Mm-hmm. And it's just almost impossible to do it all. Especially if they work, we're finding that so many are then having to leave their job, which means losing a source of income. Yeah. Not to mention the emotional stress. Mm-hmm. And so what I am proposing is that basically what we will do is allow Medicare to cover in-home health care. Oh. Right. They want to stay in their home. They don't want to go somewhere else. Plus, for the family to send them to a residential care facility.
And so they act like you want to send your relative to one of these disgusting state nursing homes that they have so poor regulation that these these people that they're hiring for little or no money, who are in there fiddling these old women. These old women are in there getting brutalized and sexualized, coming up with communicable diseases and all this type of stuff. Who wants to send their parents to one of those type of places? So we're gonna act like everybody in this world has an option. I'm talking about everybody in this world. Does everybody in the United States have an option? Do they even give a damn about your aging parent and just throw them up in there and let whatever happened to them happen to them? No, 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 no. You have to. Well, you don't have to, but some people fight to make sure that their parents are taken care of. So, is that inexpensive? Do you know how high these places are? If you can care for your parent at home, I'm not just talking about just sit at home and have mama in the motherfucking living room and collect the check. I mean, take care of your parent. But that wasn't my issue. Money was not my issue. The fact that my parent was not going to be in one of these grimy nursing homes. That was my issue. Okay, so let's. Okay,
okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
I'm almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, I think that's it. So I'm gonna drop the link, and you guys can finish. What's going on, TC? What do you have to add?
Wow. So you just added on something that choked me up a little bit, because one of the things that she said was that you have people who are taking care of children, grandchildren, and taking care of parents, maybe some siblings. And we need to be more solution oriented. And when I say we, whoever is in office needs to be solution oriented. Anytime you come across a person who every time you talk to them, it's always about fear and grief and unhappiness, and they're always trying to instill fear, stay clear of them. Okay. Anytime somebody's going to say, okay, well, what can we do? See, that's what we used to do. We say, what can we do? We know what the problem is. We see some things coming. What can we do? Okay. Action. I wanted to say something, but I just wanted to respond to that. That is very, very important. Our generations are definitely having to take care of our own. We want to take care of our own, and we want to take care of them in their home with the.
Our generation has always taken care of our own.
Absolutely.
But they're getting away from it because they have been dummied down, and they're so unequipped to take care of themselves. So how can they take care of their elderly relatives? They are so on bullshit that they don't even see the need. Somebody needs. They probably throw their elderly grandmother a bag of chips to eat. See, they're so unequipped at life.
Right. Well, we do understand that there are a species of people. And I say species because I think we say this word human and we throw that around in mankind. We throw that around as though they have a heart. There are a species of people who don't have a problem with throwing away their elders. They don't have a problem with that. I don't come from that species.
Hey, get your girl.
I'm with those who we take care of our own. But what I did want to say when I first came up, when I came up second time, Ronnie Q, was this. There was a White House initiative on HBCUs that came to Philly. And one of the things that is good about networking and finding out some stuff is that those folks in the DMV are some of the most awesome people. You know why? Because they have information. You know what? They have information on stuff that's relevant and needed. One of the things I got information about was how to help people, because I didn't have it, how to help people, get rid of their student loans. Because interestingly enough, regardless of what people are saying, oh, we can't do this and we can't do that. Oh, no. There are people who are doing it to this day. and getting rid of this and getting forgiven. So all I'm saying is that these conversations are needed. We need to network. It will be wonderful. We can network and not have to network on some foolala and network on some empowering stuff. But unfortunately, we know where we are. However, that there are other people who are not like that. And I would say to you, get to know some folks in the DMV because there's some awesome people that have some information.
Yeah,
Okay.
people should be awesome everywhere. I don't think that the DMV has
No.
to
There's a reason. There's a reason
stronghold
why I say that
on
is because that they are close to some information. I'm not saying that they're the only ones that are great, the only ones, but I'm saying that specifically for that
well,
specific
maybe people in
situation.
the DMV need to familiarize themselves with the whole United States. How about that? Why
Well,
are people in the
I'm talking about
DMV
Ronnie
are
Q.
just
I'm specifically talking about just that situation in reference to loan forgiveness, and that they have information that is amazing, and it works. And there are people who are
and if
forgiving,
they have that
getting their
information
loans
that
forgiven.
and
They are
if they
doing it.
have
So
and
don't
if
think
they
that they're
have
not. Just
and
try
if
to.
they and if they have that information that
They do.
works, why do they not
They do.
constant
Oh, they do. Oh, they do.
excuse me, can I finish a sentence? If they have that information that works, why don't they spread that information across the country? It's more than just black people who have gone to HBCU colleges who need
No,
loan
no. This
forgiveness
isn't just
too.
for HBCUs. This was
Excuse
information
me,
that I obtained.
excuse me.
Right, we're talking about
I
this is for
didn't. I
anyone.
did. Excuse me.
Go
Excuse
ahead.
me. I didn't say that it was only for HBCU students, but I'm saying is that there you have black students who have gone to colleges all over the place. This is not a regional type of thing. This is not a specific type of college thing. This information, if you have the information to share, how am I going to know that it's just sanctioned in the um, DMV area? I mean, if you have the information, people should quit hoarding information and should actually share the information. But sometimes that type of information goes to the wayside because people want to be so engulfed in bullshit. That's my point.
That okay. And so if people want to really, get people to trust them, I guarantee you that folks in the DMV, I have had nothing but awesome experiences with folks in the DMV. And I really like the way that Maryland and that Virginia area, their governments are working to make sure that there's certain things, the progression of their citizens are actually working. I like that. I like the way that they do things.
But everybody's not familiar with the DMV, and
Mhm.
DMV is not regional to the whole United States of America. I like
That's
that
true.
you are giving the information that the DMV is
Yeah.
working together to try to improve the lives of the people in the DMV. That is a great thing. But this is some global shit going on right now.
I get it, and we have this thing. We have internet, online, social media, and some people choose to use it for not so good. But we have people that continue, like I said earlier. Thank goodness for you and others who continue to do it for the good, and that's what I'm saying. And that's
Yeah.
the key.
Yeah, I thank you for that information, and yeah, so I'm
Tell
just
you, it works. And I'm only saying that because this is forever, right? So I'm putting it out there in the universe, and I'm saying, y'all, hey, look, get out there, go find out. You can get your loans forgiven. It is doable
yeah, okay,
even now.
no, hold on. It's not like so difficult for it to be doable because it has been kicked back from the courts that where they said that Biden could not forgive the loans. That has been kicked back from the courts, and it can be his loan forgiveness program is in full effect right now.
There you
They
go.
sued him and took him to court. So I'm not saying it's not doable,
Right.
but because that's a lot of, they tried to say that he didn't have the right to do a where he just
He
write it
didn't have a
in
right to
and
push that
yeah,
policy forward. But
yeah.
see, that's the whole thing. But see, that's the whole thing that you're trying to say here, Ronnie Q, is that these people talk all this gobbledygook, and what happens is that the way that they
And
spun
they stall shit
the
up.
way that they spun that
They
narrative.
stall shit up in court, and they try to hope that you
But
forget.
even after the
Excuse
court,
me. Excuse me. They stall stuff up in court, and they hope you forget that it's even available to you. So when the court frees it up, it has a softer effect that people don't even know. The last thing they remember is they stopped it in the courts. Hold on one second. Somebody's in the back. Naturally, Lux.
Hey, good morning to you, Ronnie Q, to TC
Good
in the
morning.
chat. I'll
hey,
let you
good
finish your
morning.
commentary.
So
Ronnie Q is talking my talk, but TC said something I wanted to ask her when you're done with your commentary, Ronnie.
Go ahead.
I'll go on mute.
well,
Well,
Go ahead.
I just came in, but I heard you all talking about the loan forgiveness. And I know that Joe Biden tried to put another one into effect and they stopped it. And I heard TC saying something about the DMV. Is there other help? Now, one of
They
the
have
ladies,
not. They have not stopped it. They took it to court. They tried to stop it, but that was overturned, and you are able to go through with that now. They
yeah,
that's the last thing you remember, and so you think it's
right.
not available to you. But this week they came down and said that it is allowable allowable to do this program. So
yeah.
Oh my
that's the last
God.
thing you heard.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You just made my day. Not for me, my husband, because mine is done. And my son, through being a vet, one of the ladies at our church, I think I told you all that she had over $500,000
Ooh,
forgiven last week because she went back. She's a doctor of education
yes,
and she's a young woman and her payments were almost $2,000 a month. She would have been paying that the rest of her life. And they forgave it last September 2023. And then it got stopped. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they started back, Ronnie Q. So that's like a blessing. So do I go back to Department of Education to try to get his forgiven? Or is
I
it
don't
just
know.
for
I
public
don't know.
workers?
You're gonna no. I no. It's. I don't know where you go. You're gonna have to do your research and find that out, or maybe TC can tell you exactly where to go.
so here's my suggestion, because everyone works in different places and
Right.
everybody's work line of work works differently. So my first thing I will go to is my HR department.
Now Bob said it's available to everyone online.
And
Uh,
it is. Hmm. It is.
there, no HR. My husband is a independent contractor.
Okay, so
That's
it's available online.
Then
okay. Okay, thank y'all. Look here, y'all bless me, Ronnie. Thank you so much, TC. And I like the DC area. I'll share that with y'all sometime with our coalition. We go to
okay.
Washington every March. Thank you, Ronnie. Y'all be blessed.
You
I'm
too.
going
And
down in the chat.
good congratulations in advance,
All
because
right.
I know he's
Thank you
gonna
so
have it. He's
much.
going he's gonna get
Thank
it,
you.
girl. And
I
get
received
it
that.
now. Get it
Thank you.
now.
Yes, I got.
Y'all,
This was strategic for me to see Ronnie Q's live this morning. Thank y'all so much.
I'm glad you learned something over here. That's why I came
that's
up.
right, Ronnie Q. That's what
Oh,
I'm
Ronnie
talking
Q
about.
always put out the info. I know
That's what I'm
sometimes it's a
saying.
little bit of craziness, but you always about that info. That's why I love coming over here, especially now with election coming up. And y'all, there's some crazy stuff going on. But anyway, I'm getting back down in the chat. That's
You know
for
what
another
crazy
day.
stuff is going on? Your husband and a whole bunch of other folks that done heard this today, this morning, they're going to go back and they're going to research and they're going to go online and they're going to find with the information. They're going to get it together, put their paperwork in, and boom, bada bang, by election day, yeah, y'all going to have this thing off. That's what's going to happen.
There
Okay?
you go. Okay. Thank
All right.
y'all. I'll come
Handle
back and
that.
share that with you.
Connie,
Y'all be blessed.
Connie, I don't know that is if I don't know that it is based on you being your job. I don't think that it's based on that. I don't know exactly. Go online and find out. It that's all you got to do. Outspoken one. Did you receive your key change yet? That's what I want to know from Outspoken one. I've been waiting to see you in the chat. Grand
So,
Rising.
So the reason why I say you work, so those of you who may work for city, state, and federal government, go to your HR folks, and those that are independent folks, that independent contractors, vendors, independent vendors. Then yes, go online and they will take you through the necessary steps. Yeah,
Okay.
corporate America too. Go to your HR people first, because the states have theirs and the feds have theirs, and
Uh,
sometimes corporations have theirs
yeah.
depending on the situation. Like if you're nurse, teacher, vets, and
I say go online because I'd say go online. I understand if you work for the state or the federal, but I don't see the use of going to my HR if I don't work for the state or the feds. I don't.
no, if you do, that's what I'm saying. If you do,
Okay.
go to them. If you don't, then yeah, go online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, that was all I wanted to say. I wanted to just talk about that. See, I think we done got somebody. See how that one. If we can get one, two, more and more and more. That's here we go. Everybody, go do the research on these. They out there. They're still doing it. People are being blessed every day.
Okay,
So
so
thank
I
you.
just
All right,
dropped.
now, Ronnie
Thank
Q.
you for coming up, TC. I just dropped a link to the last video I showed with the Kamala Harris and Kamala Harris with the Kamala Harris interview on the View, and also the part about the how Trump sent the COVID test over to Russia. So that's the link that I just dropped for that. So is there anybody else who want to come up and talk about anything? We can talk about the bullshit now. I just don't know any that I'm up on because, I was just really getting up on some other type of stuff. So that's just me. Hey, Jamel Fareed, thank you for being here. Hey, Connie Chung, let me go rewatch and prepare to sign up again. Yes, you do. Outspoken one, did you get your key change yet? You are the only one I know. Are you still here? You are the only one I know who have not gotten back with me. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And having some sense is as well. I was listening to some of these lives going on around here, and I was like, these are grown people, these are grandmothers, these are parents, these uh, uh who's using their brains. I just can't understand what is going on. Oh my god, it's so disgusting. Okay, so that's all I have. Sometimes having information can be a blessing and a curse. So all I can do is give you the information that I have been given, and that's it, and that's all. So if no one else is going to hit the link, I'm going to end my live right now. Oh, I went over an hour. Thank you. I'm glad I went over an hour. So if you didn't catch the live, catch the repeat, and If you haven't hit the like on your way in, please hit the like on your way in. It's great having you guys come and join me. And also, the last thing that I want to Ronnie Q, I miss my Pilates class for your live today. Girl, get that work in. Please do something on that core, and don't use me as an excuse not to keep that core tight, girl. You know, we got to keep it keep it tight, keep it right, keep it right, keep it tight. Okay, I look. Outspoken one has left already. She hasn't given me my answer. I've been wondering. Viewers of you, viewers of you, you're okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're back already.
Well, this was very good. I love hearing people debate and have pull out their uh, big girl voices, political commentary, real life events. This last hour has been very, very good with sharing of the personal events with family members, with not tossing people in nursing homes, and this conversation this last hour has been very good. I'm going to replay it. So now I think you're ready for a little foo la la. Is
Foo la
that?
la la la, foo la 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 la. It's the way that it's the way that I feel when this love is real. Foo
For the
la
shits
la
and the
la.
giggles.
What's going on?
No, did anybody figure out what happened to the bitch's car? What did we talk about that? I ain't seen the shit in the streets. The bitch got in the
I
car.
ain't seen a heifer get ready for work since they hopped in their car and did that. That crook that lip to the side and then looked in the. I ain't seen her get ready for work. Is she still working now?
I don't know. But she hopped out that car. You know how she always concerned about them goddamn big ass thighs. You know what? I never understood how she sit in the chair and all we see is these goddamn thighs, thigh
What
high.
you
I
do,
ain't mad
Cameron?
about thighs. I ain't never
I
seen
don't,
that shit
li-
before. When
listen,
she hopped her legs out that goddamn car, we saw thighs and flat ass and everything, and crooked lip, crooked teeth, crooked everything. Everything was crooked. Okay.
and somebody on the LSA said, did them people at the car company shut her car down remotely? Because heifer ain't been in that car since that day. I was like, oops.
Yeah, she was
I,
trying
I
to
have
recoup.
I don't know what there has been no explanation or anything that I've seen. But hey, Big Brenda. So you know,
How do you come out of this? Like, did they put a note? And see, I'm thinking because I was looked at the video a couple of times because they were saying that she has one of the cars that you have to put a key in. And so it probably when she was getting ready to put the key in, she saw a note on here saying, "Don't put this key in. This motherfucker ain't gonna turn on." I don't know. I was trying to replay what that event, what would have happened and everything. So, but the fact that she was looking around and stuff, like, what was you looking for? Like, that's what I want to know. Because I know everybody get on here and roll their weed and shit. Like, she still leave weed in cars? I don't know.
not like
I,
that. It was like my car's been tampered with in the front. That's it alerting me that something happened to somebody's been in my car. And the first thing she did was dive in that back seat. So what the fuck is
she
she
sure
doing in
did.
that back seat?
Was the cat
Usually you'd be
back
like,
there?
oh, you'd be like, oh my god, my whole driving shaft is cracked open. But she didn't give a
Mm-hmm.
fuck about that. She was like,
Mm-mm.
what about my shit in the back? Okay. YouTube
Mm-hmm.
cameras. Wait, hold on one second. YouTube cameras.
Okay.
I did not talk about these burner phones that uh, w- the king of Usama bin not what is his name the crown prince had all they found 50 burner phones and some of them were for Trump. Uh, I think three of them were for Trump, where he would speak to different people on these burner phones. Did you hear about that? And they said that Trump had one where he would speak
Mm.
to Vladimir. Well, no, they said he just talked to him about 7 times since he's been out of office, and he has all of those confidential papers in his house that he
Mm-hmm.
is not supposed to have. And then they found the Saudi prince had over 50 burner phones that he used to talk to, allegedly used to talk to people all over the world, and 3 of them were allegedly to talk to Trump. And we know that Trump's son-in-law, once he left office, allegedly got $3 billion from the Saudi prince.
Espionage at its highest. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
But they're
so
using burner
thank you,
phones.
YouTube. Burner phones, burner phone, and yeah. So I don't know if I don't know what happened with her, and it just I haven't seen her. I'm not subscribed, but I haven't seen anybody saying that she's gone live or anything. But I don't know
But you
what
know what? Them
happened to
them
her.
those get ready makeup whatever sessions and stuff. Her poor. She's supposed to be a stylist. Now you know what? See, this is when you're really showing too much. Okay, if you're supposed to be like we got Tracy over here already being a fashion stylist for the hairstylist and everything. Then we see her with her goddamn bald spotted and fucked up braids and shit. Can y'all hear me? Miss Ronnie Q went.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Okay, Ronnie Q just said, let this bitch talk for a few minutes. So we see Ronnie Q with the braid.
Hey,
We see,
ODS.
we see Tracy with the bald spots and shit. Tracy, do you not know that you have a big old half the side of your hair is missing? Like
What
really, that
is that,
picture, huh?
girl? Girl, girl. Now that picture, it looked like somebody took a fist up beside her temple and had some nair on the side. And that big ball, I ain't never seen no
I
ball
ain't never
spot
seen nothing.
big
And
about her.
that one braid. The thing is, I can see her now. You know what? I know I'm balding on this one side, but I'm gonna take this one braid. I'm gonna cock this one braid to the side, and it's gonna cover this whole bald spot, bitch. I'm a bad bitch. You ain't even gonna know. I still got my edges, y'all. I still
I
got my
wonder if
edges.
I wonder if she still got them half wigs. I told these people about them Insta edges, and it seems
Hmm.
like more than this needs those. I did a whole promo about how that girl was doing them Insta edges and had that
Hmm.
hair looking good. So
Yes.
you know,
And
I
that was
suggest
really
it.
good. That was really good that you shared that because a lot of people seriously do have alopecia, and that is a very sensitive topic. You know, we as women, or men too, we're very conscientious about that. The edges in the hair and alopecia can be very, very cruel. It can occur to people in the young or older or whatever, and and it's not a sign of vanity, y'all. Because I know people say, well, you can just buy a wig. No, sometimes people want something that looks good and that's not a wig and heavily attached. So the fact that that girl created that item, I'm sure a lot of people are very grateful of. But when Tracy appeared, and why is she in the goddamn pool with that fucking? See, I would not ever get in that pool because I would be like, "Is the pool causing the fucking bald spots and shit?" I mean, it wasn't like a couple of hairs; it
And
was like a whole
you know.
patch.
So, did you think that she's even washing her hair, her braids
Hmm.
when she gets? I don't. People get these. Some people, get these installs or braids and stuff, and they
Hmm.
think that they don't have to care for the hair that these things are installed onto. So,
Hmm.
yeah,
Your foundation has to be strong, Miss Ronique.
yes, indeed, yes, indeed. And if it ain't, get a gutter, get a girdle.
But you know what? I'm gonna blame that goddamn Jesus jug titty bitch. What's the MU? I'm gonna blame you for this shit because you the one put that goddamn delusionment in her motherfucking head to have them goddamn fuck up half a pack of braids in her whole head thinking it's a good stylish thing. Because she the first one I done seen that came over here with them damn braids and shit looking all fucked up. And then goddamn Teresa want to come and follow behind her and emulate her. Oh yeah, emulate. Yes, I like her. Okay, so her and then who else? Ness got the same fucked up braids and shit. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all need to stop putting them things. Those they look like they're heavy. The ones that get them piled on, they have them braided real sparse apart from each other. They look heavy. They're pulling out the follicles from the scalp. You're not nurturing your scalp, your skin. You're not washing it. You're not doing anything. You're just making it look worse. But when I saw that photo with Tracy with that goddamn side view and she's smiling with that goddamn rusty ass gold tooth hanging down there. Girl, I was dead. I was dead. It was too
But
much. Way too much.
you were in here earlier when I showed that picture of Reed and QB fighting?
No, I didn't see it. Oh my God, I didn't see that. I probably,
No.
I didn't see it.
Okay. So I went and I saw this, and this is a post from QB. You know, Reed went live yesterday, and he said, "She's back. Beef sector, beware.
Oh,
Do not feed." And I was like, "Who?" And
oh my
that's supposed
God.
to be Reed. And then Reed, this is why I had the medicine, but I was on mute, and you probably didn't understand. And then Reed came
Yes.
back and did a community wall post on her black and white apparel
Oh,
page, none the left. Stunty cunty. It never left. It's me, who be, and with all of these,
oh.
yeah. So I think they, it's safe to say that they fighting.
They subliminally fighting and blatantly fighting in front of our faces, playing in our panties. Now, the goddamn picture with the mouth open with the black hole. Oh my God, I would have not thought that was. If you know what, I would have known it was Reed if he'd have put them goddamn glasses, making them red. If he'd have made them glasses red in that picture, that would have been like goddamn. But now I see it. Okay, I understand that. Okay, now back
Now,
to the medicine. Huh?
now
Go ahead.
somebody, hold on. Somebody said, "Where did you get the Jesus Joe from?" It's not Jesus Joe. It's Jesus Jugs. Miss Toby, is that you?
Yeah, we're talking about the big milk
You know,
jugs, Miss Sarah.
MU is going to be a preacher now. Miss Toby,
Mm-hmm.
is that you?
It's
Preacher,
me.
prostitute, and all that shit. Hi, Miss Toby. How you doing?
Hey, Miss Boo, how you doing?
I'm good. You sounding good too. You sounding good.
That's not cross out fingers, man, because I'm on my phone and like getting my laptop. So look, I have a question. Well, no, I just have a comment. Reed, if you left the beef sector, why are you still making comments about the beef sector?
And why is she hell sent on fucking with King Roman News? I didn't even understand why. I was like, what the fuck? Where is this coming from? And King Roman News, I was like, what the fuck is she even talking about? Why she
I
mad
can.
again?
I think
I
I don't know. Go ahead, Miss Toby, because I.
um I think because Roman basically saying like either come back or shut the fuck up. Come back, beef with people like you want to be, or just be quiet.
But everybody is saying that. I mean, you talking about don't contact me on this page, and this is only for my apparel. And all she has been is doing is coming back talking about some beef sector stuff. Ain't told us not one new brand of shirt, one new
Mm-hmm.
design. Ain't said a goddamn thing about no motherfucking clothing. So it's just like, what else is somebody supposed to tell you? What you just want to do? Did she actually come live, or was that another upload? The
Um.
last.
I, I,
I think I heard that it was alive, if I'm not
I heard
Okay.
it was alive.
mistaken.
I heard it was alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I missed it, and I'm just like, you just want to talk to people, but if you're gonna, talk to people, they're gonna talk to you back. So why are you surprised that people have this opinion and stuff? Like, I ain't got nothing against Reed, of course, but just like, shit, that ain't where your fight is. This is not where your fight is. So just come back and
Well,
do your thing.
When allegedly when I was talked about by that Q dog, and what the fuck is wrong with that drunk bitch? She had given me some advice. The Reed had told me, girl, ain't nobody gonna fight for you, girl. Get out here and stand up. Which I did not ask anybody to fight for me. I didn't ask, especially you. I didn't ask for any commentary. I was reacting on something, but she felt the need to do it live and say, well, ain't nobody fighting for you. You fight your own battle, Miss Pam. Girl, fight your own battles, goddamn Reed, and take your tail out of from between your legs and fucking get up back up on here and shit. You know you want to be up on here and you're doing it wrong. But see what you did when you picked the wrong thing to do and now you got busted, bitch. But go ahead and bring your ass back up on here. You big bad Reed. The fuck? Give us some goddamn commentary. Tell us what the fuck you was thinking about when you decided to go ahead and get in bed with the goddamn demon. And now the demon then turned on your motherfucking ass, girl. Bring your ass back up here and show us what to do. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you right now, I would have ordered one of your t-shirts a long time ago, but I saw that you were one of them bitches that I could not trust. Cause I can see you now. Cause see, some people you don't need to give them your personal information because they'll throw that shit back. I won't dick box nobody. I won't do this. Yes, you will, cause you use whatever the fuck you got and throw it back. And see, that's why I don't trust none of y'all bitches on here. And I've learned my lesson the hard way. Okay, I really have. You can't give people second chances and shit, but you so big and bad and you want to do commentary, okay? Get up on here and bring your ass back up here and deal with the fucking shit that you've been out here peddling to us for a long time. Every 5 goddamn minutes, striking up a motherfucking live, spreading lies and digging up shit and making up goddamn stories, bitch. Bring your black ass back up or yellow ass or wherever the fuck ass back up in here. You the one stood up here and talk about or told all your goddamn business about your children. Y'all don't need to talk about your children if you don't want people to use that shit against you. Okay? We didn't need to know all that stuff, but you went ahead and told goddamn the demon lady, Susie lady, or whatever her name is. You told her that. She set your ass up, and girl, we was all here for it. We all saw it. That there's
And
people. Go ahead.
let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. Um, there is nothing that you can do but seek help for your children or your child who is going through mental episodes. So there is no shame in that. So black people have routinely throughout history tried to shame people for what everybody else get a pat on the back, and they have a therapist and they have a psychologist for. So what was that to try to read somebody back about the simple fact that that was used to try to shame her as a person because her child was going through a crisis? Read. That ain't a read. That was not a read. The read was on the fact that she thought that you should be ashamed about it. That's the read.
Right.
Okay.
So bring your ass back up in here and help other people that are in this same goddamn situation and stuff. Don't let something that can happen to anybody in their family and even themselves don't shame you into submission. But you did cause this motherfucking shit and all that other fool out like every 5 minutes you got some hot tea, y'all, all that shit. You need to kill that shit. And please do not come back on here eating no goddamn food with no teeth in your mouth. I hate that shit. That's the only thing I hated about your goddamn live. I couldn't stand listening to that goddamn slopping and spitting and shit. I be trying to eat something or drink some water. You make my goddamn stomach turn. But anyway, that's beside the point. Come back up on here because you can help some people, okay? And then you can fight back against that lady. That lady, that girl. What they call her, Scary Susan? Bitch, if you don't bring your ass back up on here, read the heart of Philip. That ain't no heart. You're heartless. You are heartless. Bring your ass back up on here, bitch. Stop it. Stop playing, Reed.
Now, Miss Toby, you came up here, and what did you want to add?
Natural. Like Stephen, QB isn't accused. She was referring to Kwame. No, I was just saying, either come back, read, or just don't come back at all. Stop sticking your toe in the water. One day you stick your toe in the water, and the next day you say, I ain't coming back to the beach sector. Ain't no place. I don't want to deal with this place here. You don't really make no money here. My channel is not monetized, so what's the sense of me coming back? But you all coming back if you're talking about it.
I'm fighting, and won't it really seem like you want to kick up a fight? Now, somebody in the I'm going to go back to some comments in the chat. No, Jimmy Carter, as far as I know, I googled it. He has not passed away. I saw this weekend that said he is the first U.S. president who ever made it to the age of 100. And when they were doing that broadcast, I was like, ain't he dead? I thought that he had passed a couple of months ago.
He is not dead, Ronnie Q, please.
I said it. I'm sorry.
I know his wife passed a couple of months ago, and they had him there. But I thought that he had died a couple of months after her. So when they were doing that on CNN, saying that he's the first American president that made it to the age of 100, I was really surprised. So that's why I was like, and right after they did that, he passed away. And then I googled it while you guys were having a conversation that no, he's still alive.
I really think he's trying to hold on because his family members keep saying that he can't wait to vote for her. He can't wait to vote for her. He can't wait to vote for her.
Awesome.
Right.
So that's your alarm.
I got it.
That's
Um,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah, so I don't know, that's what they kept saying. He can't wait to vote for her. He can't wait to vote for her. But truthfully, he's been holding on a long time because you know how husbands and wives are. They've been together for a long period of time. Usually, when one goes, a couple months later, the other one goes because they're so
Uh-huh.
broke. They so broken hearted.
Yeah, and they so they really most of their life, more of their lives than not, has been spent with that other person, and
Hmm.
they really seem like they like Bill and Hillary. I think either one of them will go on a long time without each other because I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm being facetious,
No, I
facetious.
mean, I don't think Bill and Hillary is nothing like Jimmy Carter and
Yeah, Rosalind. Yeah.
Rosalynn Carter. No way in hell. Remember Jimmy Carter did say, what was his favorite quote? He did have lust in his heart for a woman. Didn't he
Yeah, I
say that
remember
before?
that.
Was
Yes, he
that
I think,
did.
she was
yeah.
the first time? Did he say she was the first time?
I don't know
What?
if it was the first time, but I remember him
Oh, you
saying that
mean
when he
other
saw his
than?
wife.
Yeah, other than his wife. I think he did, if
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not mistaken. I think he
Yes, he
did say
did.
something like that. Did he say
Hmm.
something like that, Miss Pam?
Yeah,
I
yes,
don't
yeah,
remember.
yes, he
Yeah.
did. Uh-huh. He did. He did say that, and it showed him being a real person. I mean, the fact that he said it, and he was kind of felt some kind of way about that. Yes, he did say
He
that.
felt bad about it.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I think he felt bad about it and stuff like that. But I don't know. We often have, conversations like that, me and my girlfriends. Would you necessarily leave your husband if he
Hmm.
cheated on you? Like, I ain't talking about cheating on you, all the time, but if he just cheated on you one time. I think an emotional affair is more devastating than a sexual affair if you did it just
I,
once. That's my
Hmm.
opinion.
I do too.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
definitely do too. Some yeah, it's a lot.
Ronnie Q. Miss
Yes.
Nita B Stress Free says, and every time it happens, I think the same thing. Well, she says, when I hear Ronnie Q's alarm while driving to work, I'm like, oh no, I'm late. But when I hear your alarm, Miss Ronnie Q, you must have the same damn phone and the settings. Because every time I hear yours, I'm thinking it's mine. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm messing up her show with my phone alarm.
Yeah,
And I
I
be
thought it was
messing up
mine
my own.
too.
I be messing up my own show. I be like, oh shit, this scared me.
It's funny though. Now it's a part of the show. It's keeping people abreast. See, she's driving to work and she's like, when she hear that, she knows she fucking late.
You right where you need to be, hopefully.
Right. Okay, I'm
Uh,
gonna get down. I'm gonna get down because I got something to do. And then thank you so much. I'm not coming back up. Thank you so much for the morning show. I'm going to replay it back because I thought this was a very, very, very stimulating conversation, and I want to make sure I didn't miss any points. So thank you so much. And bye, Miss Toby. Bye, Miss Ronnie Q.
all right, thank you for coming up. Thank
All
you for
right.
coming up.
You're welcome. Bye.
Miss Toby, so you got the dog, you got the new dog, his shots, and when are you going to have the grooming, or have you already done it?
I'm waiting for
Because
my appointment.
I
She's
know
busy.
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my appointment because she's back in school right now. So now
Mm,
she's juggling that and then doing the grooming full time. So now I'm just waiting for my appointment. She called me on Sunday and said, I didn't forget about you because I had sent her my record so I could talk, show her that he got his shots and stuff. So I'm just
hmm.
waiting for her to contact me and stuff. So I can't wait because he definitely needs to get groomed.
Okay, so is he obeying well? I'm pretty sure they're getting along. They look like they were getting along well. So have you
Yeah,
had any things or where one's trying to be more territorial than the other,
nope,
or good?
nope.
Good.
They get
Now,
along. They sleep together. Of course,
oh, that's
you saw them playing in the yard, so they played in the yard. But I'm definitely going to get him fit.
uh-huh.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, because he'll be out of that yard. He'll smell the little dog and heat, and you be Prince Charming. Where are you, Prince Charming?
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, definitely do.
I called it, I called Humane Society, but they talking about they have a long wait list. Just keep calling back. So I'm gonna keep calling back because the Humane Society is much cheaper than you go when you go to your own damn doctors. The doctors want to charge you too much.
Yeah, that's where I got Saucy fixed at the Humane Society. And girl, when you go in there, they have a time that you have to be there, and it be cars lined up, and then they have
Mm-hmm.
a time when you got to pick them back up. Girl,
Yeah.
it was so pathetic. I felt so bad for something. You know, her. I can just hold her in my arms and take her, and she still have a little purple line on her belly. It must be where they make sure they must tattoo them or something to be sure that they know that the dog has been gotten. But girl, it was so pathetic watching them people with them big dogs and the dogs coming out of there all shell shocked, and them trying to lift the dogs into the cars and shit. And girl, I'm telling you, when I got my Lhasa Apso fixed, I got him fixed at the vet. And girl, he had the thing around his neck so he couldn't bite and shit. And he was just they brought him to the door, and he was like he was just frothing at the mouth like, bitch, what you do to me? And then they was giving me the instructions and stuff, and then I looked back and I said, where are the stitches? And then she said, there are no stitches, and you just got to be careful. And I looked back there and I was like, you took the whole thing out? She said, oh yeah, we take them all out. We take it all out because you don't have to worry about getting any diseases or cancers or things back there. I didn't even know they took the whole scrotum out.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I'm waiting because that's where I took Tiana to the Humane Society. So I'll just call them every day to see if there's any opening. Because I don't even want to tell you how much my vet wanted to charge me. That's just ridiculous. Mm-mm.
Yeah, girl, that's the lick right there. And they
Yeah,
give
that's
them
the
that
lit. That's the
pill.
lit. I was like, I said, hell no. And I called the Humane Society and I said, oh, okay. When they told me how much, I said, shoot. I saved a lot of money.
I can't remember. I don't even think it was over $100 to get her done because of
Mine
her
was,
weight
yeah,
and everything.
mine was 150. Yep, I paid
Yeah.
150 for Tiana, 150.
Yeah, and she's a bigger dog, so it could have been the weight too. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame you. I would try to wait it out. It's coming colder months, so you probably won't have her outside a lot. So yeah.
So yeah, so that's all. I just came up here because I didn't understand. Like, come back or just don't come back at all.
She gonna listen. I don't know what she gonna do. I think she's gonna come back. I actually think she's
Mm-hmm.
gonna come back, but I think she's going to do this. It seems like she's going to do this fighting with other people to get the attention of her. Of who she should be fighting with, or she has to fight with. But all I can say is, people need to try to understand that people and their families, their family members, go through a whole lot of things in life. It's called living. That's what it's called. It's called living a life. So there is nothing for her to be ashamed of if she is doing the best she can to take care of her children and making sure they get the medical help that they need. And period, point blank.
Yeah, so that's it. Because I have.
Miss Toby, you fell off. I understand you're on your phone. You may have gotten a phone call. You may have pushed the wrong button. But Miss Toby, final point is read, come back, and cut the crap. So that's the bottom line. So I thank you all for coming up. A view is a view for coming up twice. I think you I thank you, viewers of you, for social distancing away from me, because you did not send me a COVID test. Also, I want to invite you guys to come out on October 20th for my fall centerpiece creation contest. Right now, we have a cash pot that's going to go to the winner of $150 right now, with another $25 pledge. So that is $175. That will go to one winner. If you want to add to the prize pot, please $ Ronnie Q and put cash pot in the description link. The centerpieces are going to have 4 themes. It can be a strictly fall theme centerpiece. It's just the centerpiece itself, none of the tablescape. It can simply fall theme. It can be a Thanksgiving theme. It can be a Halloween theme, and it can be a Christmas theme. So whatever theme you want your centerpiece to be, however intricate, with a whole lot of flowers or whatever you want to do. If you want to do something as simple as this, it is your own creation. I'm just giving a couple of examples. I'm not telling you what you can or cannot do. It's just the themes: fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Christmas. Please join us and come watch the people in the beef sector create something nice and beautiful. Also, please make sure you have your cameras set up that we can clearly see you create your centerpiece. You see how a viewers of you comes up here and you can see clearly what's on her table. That would be the best setup for us to judge and see you create your centerpieces. Also, if you have a lot of things that need to be cut, if that needs picks wrapped on the ends of them so you can stick them in your centerpieces, please do all of that beforehand. Come with all of your stuff pre-cut and ready to go, so we can just see you create, as opposed to doing a lot of cutting, a lot of other type of work. We will like to see exactly, like, you can demonstrate one. This is how I cut this off of here, just one. We don't need to see you do all of that. We trying to keep this at an hour or an hour 15 at the latest to create your centerpiece. We don't want you to be rushed, but we cannot wait for a whole lot of extra cutting. And I'm making a wig. I'm making hair out of these tulle that I have wrapped up on the ribbon steel, even though you told me to have all my pieces cut like Uppity did. So, and then bitch and moan that somebody did something wrong to her when they only encouraged her. We don't want any of that. We don't want any of that this time. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for being here. I figured that happened, Miss Toby. Yes, to contribute to the prize pot, put prize pot at $ Ronnie Q. If you want to give a gift to the channel, $ Ronnie Q. Do not put prize pot in there. If you want to also become a member to the channel, I give out free keychains to all my members if you're interested. And if you become a member, there's a membership post where I write on the membership post how to contact me. I am not a doxer. I am not doing anything to get anything from you. I'm just trying to show you my appreciation for you supporting my channel and what I do. It is my way of giving back to my subscribers. Hey, Nurse Shay, how you doing? Oh, that ain't my keychain. Wrong spot. Oh my God. Okay, so thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys for hitting the like, and I hope you have a great remainder of your day. And I may see you guys on the YouTube street. All right. Thank you guys for coming out. All right. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.